So how we doing, y'all? We're cooking tarta Argentina today. So technically this is not your best option to get fit, but hey, this will help you gain calories on a good Friday night workout. So I'll be right back. I'll get the microphone set up so we can rock and roll. And actually, to start out, what we'll do is I'm just going to put on some motivation, Shaolin Monk right here. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear that this guy says, I forget what his name is, and he's cool. Shaolin Monk. This guy, Ultimate Shaolin Routine. What does this guy say?
Waking up and first of all going for a run. Going for a run for the purpose of cleaning out your lungs and getting a lot of fresh air right in the beginning of the day into the body. We also regard the morning, meaning until noon. We are regarding that this is a certain time frame that is dominated, let's say, by rising young energy, which means that is exactly the point of time where you are supposed to come out, to do the work that takes a lot of effort from you, let's say, until noon. So, and this is why after the morning training, after the morning run, first of all, we have also our breakfast, because after the breakfast starts the first high-intensity training. High-intensity training can
Yo. All right. So let's see if, Yo. Hey, how's it going? Okay, I think it should be working. I'm using I just switched to my iPhone, my AirPods microphone. So we're cooking tarta, and I'm just, grinding right here. I'm gonna listen to, I'll probably put some music on here in a sec, but as I'm doing this, I kind of wanted to hear this guy talk a little bit. He's cool. Alright, so here we go. So make sure you leave any comments if you got anything going on if you're on the YouTube stream. Okay, there we go. So leave some comments. I'm right here. If you guys got any fitness goals you're working on, let me know. Okay. So. But basically, the big thing is I need to clean the sink first before you start. So let's just go put on here. How are you doing, guys? Let me just put some music on. I just need to put some tunes on. I was going to solar plexus detox. Let's hit that. Alright, so we're gonna make the tarta today. It's gonna be really good. My plan is to cook with batata, remolacha, okay, which is beetroot. And batata is kind of like a sweet potato for people that are in the United States. So let's vibe right here, y'all. Let me know how things are going. Oh, let me just check my mic's working. Okay, yo, check 1 2 check 1 2. I think it is. It might be really loud, so sorry about that, guys. Let me turn that down. Yo, how would I sound now? That's probably better. Let me know if everything's okay in the chat, on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever, or on Twitch. So this guy's cool. We're going to listen to this guy's music a little bit. I'm going to cut it up. So what else do I got to do? I need to do a selga as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put everything out in front of us first. And a little carrot. Let me do a carrot. And we're going to cook it up really good. Ooh, and I'm going to do a red onion too. Red onions are my shit. She said, this is my shit. Yo. See the flick of my wrist. Alright, then let me now. So we got everything right there. What is very important right now is I'm just going to chop these batatas and calabasa right here. So batata, and this is pumpkin, or like a squash kind of. I'm going to cut those up so I can throw them in boiling water so they can start cooking. So that's what I'll do here, is I will boil these, okay? So here we go. We're going in for the cut. And once I do that, I'm going to chuck the tarta inside the fridge and then start washing dishes. Okay, so make sure you wash your hands beforehand. Which actually I did not do, but I'm going to put boiling water, but still I just want to do it now. So that's what you got to do. You got to wash your hands. So sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. And, you know, dude, we're putting it all together one day at a time. Man. So here we go. So let me chop this up. Boom. And now we're just going to do it like that. So look, I got this big boy right here. So I chuck these in. I'm going to put some boiling water. I already got the water boiled, actually. And then same thing with the batata. So you're going to kind of chop off the stuff you don't want. And another thing I could do as well on this batata, which, let me see if I got the good knife. If I got the good knife, I'll hit it up. Where's that good knife at, dude? We got like one sharp knife, but actually you can do it like, I'll show you. You just cut these rings still. Redonda, they say in Spanish. Here, let me get this tartar out of there. Keep it in the fridge. Keep that bad boy in the fridge. And let's see how the thing's going. Anybody in the chat? Yo, leave a comment. Let me know how things are going. If you got time. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an iPhone microphone. So let me get the good microphone, because that's stupid. If I'm gonna do this and talk, let me get the right mic. Okay. So I'm gonna put the good mic on now. Boom, come on here. Okay, good microphone right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Put the good mic here. Plug her in. And then you go like this. And we switch the mic over here. Plug her into the computer. If y'all on Twitch, make sure you leave some comments or say hey, or you know what I'm saying, or just have fun, dude. I don't have the Twitch. Oh yeah, I do have the Twitch chat activated. So if y'all in the chat, say what's up, do what you guys say. And boom, mic, go back here. Wireless RD. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 type shit. Okay. Alright. So we should be Gucci gang now. So default, how do I treat that? RD. Now I just, what I do is check the YouTube one. Okay, so go back here. Let's see how I sound now. How do I sound? Oh no, see, I still have the AirPod on. So do this, turn off that. Yo, now check here. What about now? What about now, yo? Oh, it still sound crazy. Because what you gotta do is you gotta turn off, you gotta go like that, and then you gotta go here, and like that. Maybe something like that. Let's try now. Let's try now. RD. Yeah, that should work. Oh. How we sound now, yo? Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. No, some still left up. Something ain't right still, I don't think. Yo. Alright, let me do this. This is what I gotta do. Try this now.
Now we should be good. Okay, now we sound Gucci. So look at what I'm finna do here is I'll just save myself some time, kind of cut off the edges because it's gonna be kind of annoying when. So because with the batata, you just gotta kind of do it. Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna go in hyperdrive basically. All right, because now I got the sound figured out. So let's just go in hyperdrive now. Boom, so you can cut off the edges here. And not hyperdrive, but let's just get to it. And I usually you usually like to eat around like 9-ish out here in Argentina. Some people eat at 10, 11, bro. And this might take me a while, honestly, because it takes usually about an hour to do this. So we might be eating like at 9:30. Let me just get this in the boiling water doesn't take too long. And sometimes it's just, but once you get everything, once you get all the batata, all this boiled up, you gotta let it cool down. So you kind of have to you have like a cooling phase. And so I'll get through all that, okay? So we started in basically, I don't know, I had some mic issues, but we're kind of really getting to it now. And so what I gotta do is get busy here, right? So that's all right. One of those, I'll peel that off. And so what I like to do, dude, I'm using my left hand. I like to switch it up, focus on dexterity and consciousness. You know, like usually I'm right-handed, I cut everything right-handed. But if I switch it up, I can feel it helps me with my core. You know, because when you cut, you need to have good posture. And so everything is really like obvious for me. All the imbalances, I can feel it really good right now. So, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or what. But here, so I'm putting the boiling water. So I put that boiling water now, and then I'm gonna turn on the burner and get that burner ripping. Boom. Perfect. All right, so let's move my computer over here. And get this shit boiling over here. Boom, and that'll be good. Okay, so we're feeling Gucci. So now is some fun time. I think I can turn my flash on, right? Okay, let's try it like this. So here, we go right there. Well, actually, wait, I thought I was trying to turn my flash on. Can I do it or not? Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it doesn't let me do it. I wanted to use that iPhone flash for this. So here we go, we're gonna wipe, we're gonna wash all the dishes here now so we can get rolling. Okay, all right, cool, so let's wash up, get the good stuff out of the way. And usually, I'm sure a lot of people are kind of grossed out by me showing the dishes because it's dirty and like while you're cooking it's not going to be perfect, but so it's important to just kind of understand like it's going to be a progress, or it's going to be a work in progress while you're cooking. And you have to just be a little real with it though. This is how it goes. So bang. So this is good. This is actually clean. So boom, we'll get cleaning up. And what I like to do when I clean, it's especially if I stream, it's nice because it makes me focus on being more conscious here. And so this is dirty. I'm done with this pink one. So let's get this pink one out of the way. Okay, and I'm basically going to put everything in here on the right hand side. But what you can do is you want to like, imagine like you're washing this. Like it's just like, it's the only thing in the world, right? This is your sphere of consciousness right here. Your hands, it's like you are a craftsman. So as you get going, it's like you want both your hands working together, you know? And it's really easy to tune this out and just like be basically asleep washing dishes because we're always trying to get through as fast as possible. But you can treat it like a meditation every day. You know what I'm saying? And so when you breathe, you relax. I can feel like, for instance, I know a lot of people got low back pain. So if I inhale into my hips and stuff like that, like if I can feel that space relax around my hips, that's a good thing. That's what we want. Right below my belly button, that'll help my lower back relax. So you want to add some soap every 3 to 5 items depending on how dirty they are. Some items require multiple refills of soap, you know what I'm saying? So, but this was just some stuff from Merienda. Out here in Argentina, you got Merienda, which is like a third out of fourth meal. Kind of like our snack time, I guess, right? In the United States. Snack it up. We popping. We walking around, we know. Okay? But it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like once you get into a good flow with it, washing the plate, it's like, I like it, dude. I've always like, I think like it's weird, you kind of, there's usually sort of this perception that washing plates is like not fun, whatever, it's gross and stuff like that. And I hear you, dog. But once you start getting used to it, and you can, like I said, just treat it like a meditation. It's actually pretty cool. And so that's the way I look at it. Like if I can just feel, boom, boom, relax, get my core involved. Inhale. See, I could tell I was just arching my back for there a bunch. I could feel like some lower back pain. So now I inhale and exhale. And if you really focus on that nasal breathing, but just slow flow in the nasal breathing, you feel a lot better, dude. And so it's just like you need, if you're busy in your life and you don't have time to do a consistent mindful practice, okay, like a meditation or something like that, you can just use this moment right here. But I tell you what, I definitely had those days, and I still have them here and there where I just sit here and I'm like going crazy, thinking about too much while I'm washing these. Okay, so this one's been a little dirty like that. You see how they got a ring in this? So I could try to see if I can use the wool brush. And see if I can wash more around the edges. And also now I gotta let y'all know I'm on standby in case the baby cries. So I got one ear out if my little muñeca starts crying. Okay, so it looks like, see, we haven't get that worn out. That was from when we baked a bunch of herbs, or like, what do you call it? Yeah, my wife needed to like boil a bunch of herbs for health reasons. And for health reasons. Okay, so that nice. Last one. Boom, and now we're chilling, dude. And so, let's see if there's anything else I need to wash that's right in my immediate vicinity. But same thing with the sponge. Switch hands if you can here and there. Just have fun with it, dude. Like, you're gonna be washing plates for a long time. Well, I mean, I guess in the United States, a lot of times we just got machines, right? But still, it's like, if you can just look at it. And a lot of times I need to get my face closer and like look at something. And you can do a better job cleaning with your hands, really. But I'll be real, but some of the machines, dude, they can pop. They can go fast. And they can clean really good, you know what I'm saying? So the machines do rock. All right, so I gotta watch over there that boiling. And see out here, no garbage disposal either, right? So you gotta dig it out. And then see, I got some stuff still kind of hanging down there. So I'll put some cold water. It's recommended you finish with the cold water because it helps with the humidity. It should, all the humidity around here. See how I got like dry spots and stuff like that everywhere, wet spots. That's from me leaving with too much hot water at the end when you should run cold water at the end. So the apartment in this house, she's told me that a few times, like I need to be better with that just to keep this clean. So that's something I need to do a better job with for sure. And yeah, I definitely just like, I don't do it when I should be doing it. So, all right, so how we doing? Let's check out the chat here. All right, we chilling? Nobody's in the chat right now? But that's all right. We don't need nobody in the chat. But if you're in the chat, I'm just gonna rename the video. Can I do that? Sometimes on YouTube, it doesn't let you do that. Cooking tarta with Ethan. See if that works. Is gringo a bad word or what? Because I tried typing in gringo and it was not letting me do it. Yo, how we doing? All right, so let's get to it, man. We're back on the game. Let's check this out right here. Ooh, see, that's already ripping. So we made up a lot of time right there. Here, let me get this knife right here. And see, I can already check, dude. See if it's getting soft yet. Yeah, it's starting to get a little soft. I would say probably 10 minutes, maybe even less, honestly. So now, time to move on and prepare everything else that is going to make this tarta delicioso. So what I'm finna do. My board's still good to go. So you can, obviously with meat, you don't want to use the same knife and board. That's kind of a no-brainer. But if you're cooking the vegetables up, you can basically use the same knife. So what I need to do actually is let me get this onion going, but I am gonna wipe off this blade quick with some, just run some water on it. So red onion, I want to start that first. So I'm basically running a pan on the side of the pot. And with this pan, I'm going to be making all the goodies. And so if y'all ain't ever seen tarta for Argentina, make sure you stick around and see how this unfolds, because it's kind of interesting. But see what I do on my onion is I just chop off the tip and bottom, and then you can use your finger and pull back, or you can do this. You can make a little slit. I do this a lot too. Make a little slit, be careful with your hand obviously. Make a little slit, and it gets a little bit easier to pull back when you do that. And so normally I just do it right into the garbage, but on camera we can take our time with it. So it just helps to have kind of some like easy tips, like, you know what I'm saying, like just slice a little bit into the skin like that, like I did, because sometimes people will be sitting here just playing around with the onion wrap for a really long time. And it's not like you don't need to go super fast, right? Like right now I just kind of took my time right there. It's not really a big deal. And what else, dog? What else, dog? I know that I'm that dog in the street. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make circles. So again, boom. And so you want to start with the onion first because it takes a little bit longer. Plus, when you cook it a little bit longer on lower heat, you get that caramelization. And dude, red onion smacks, bro. Basically, when I was in the US, I feel like I only ever had red onion. I feel like I did, right? Maybe not. So there we go. How's my camera angle look, guys? How we doing? Pop in the chat when you're ready to hang out. Pop in the chat. Pop in the chat, yo, pop in the chat. Pop in the chat, let me know what's going on, chat. ChatDaddy@gpt.com. ChatGPT is quite the real one. Okay, so there you go. And again, I'm cutting with my left because I want to just get more dexterity, more practice here going on. Switching up my handedness. Okay. And we're going to cook over here. And we're going to throw in that oil. Right, so we're going with olive oil. Boom, this is a really good one. This one's like cold pressed, I think is what they call it. Extra virgin olive oil, cold press. And so we're gonna rock this right here. Solar plexus reset, detox. So right here, what I'm finna do is I'm just gonna warm up the pan now on the burner. The burner. In Argentina, they call it hornasha. Hornasha, 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 hornasha. Okay. So I can pop that. So you could, some people would throw that out right there. But really, once you cook it up, it's all good. There's nothing really wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? It just depends. Everybody obviously deserves their right to be as picky as they like and as loose as they want. Now with these, I'm gonna wash these, okay? These already were washed, but it's just a good idea to get a fresh little rinse on there. And And I'm just gonna go see if I can hear my baby just in case. I can hear, usually. No, I think my baby's good. Yep, no crying. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So what's so secret too is you can get it's not necessary, but if you get a little paper towel and spread around, or with your bare fingers before you turn the heat on, it's just nice to get a real good, I'll show you all with the pan. Because it's a good idea, honestly. So that way you're not burning all over the place. But with this oil, boom, just spread it around, dude. Get your pan awesome. You know what I'm saying? Get your pan real good. Now you're not gonna have no burnage like this. See how I got some burnage on the exterior beforehand? It's because I didn't do that. So look, now what I can do, boom, pop this right into here. Let me just get this onion started. That's what I like to do. Boom. All right, so that onion started. And here we go, red pepper. We're gonna go 50-50. So we're gonna go right here. We'll save this big green part for later, our big red part for later. And we'll save this smaller green part for later as well. Okay. So, because we're just gonna use half and half tonight. And these are actually, their price is pretty high on these out here. These red peppers and green peppers. They call them marron out here in Argentina. And yeah, I mean, it's like you get a couple, I don't know. It's not as bad as the United States. I can't remember what it is right now. I feel like a kilogram is like 3,800 pesos or something like that. And so what I do though, is like I make sure I get all the seeds out and wash the seeds off with water in the sink first. Because these little seeds, they get everywhere in the kitchen, dude. These little seeds get everywhere in the kitchen. And so, that's not necessary. So boom, see there's even one right here. Like they kind of stick. All right, so we're looking good over here on the onion. We're just gonna shake her every now and then. Shake, shake, shake. And now let's go with the right hand precision. Okay, and so what I'm finna do here is I'm just gonna do again cubes. With tarta, you just want everything to be cubed up. Okay, so let's get to it. Boom, just cut lines. So the hack is that you do is you get like a part of the bell. Okay, just you cut lines. Okay, and then you turn her sideways and bang. Just like that. Just like that, dude. It's just as simple as that. Simple as that, please. Simple as. It's simple as. It's simple as. So these white parts too, you can kind of get rid of them. They aren't really, I don't really know what they are, even honestly. Where's the white part? It's just like, it doesn't really have as much nutrition or anything like that, but when you cook, it kind of just disappears anyway. It might just be like kind of like excess water growth or something like that connected to the tissue, the fibers of the pepper. But look at this. This looks so satisfying right here when you get that red and green together. And you know what else I'm going to get in there? I'm going to get that purple in there. That remolacha. So we can throw in the whole rainbow. Basically, we ain't got nothing blue though. We ain't got no blue corn tortilla. Okay, that's looking Gucci. right. There we go. Gucci. Looks good. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. So now I'm going to dump all that in. Boom. All right, so everything going good? How are you feeling on the stream so far, y'all? We chilling? We getting jacked? We getting rich out here? Awesome. Sounds good, y'all. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Okay, we got some carrot. Let me chop up this carrot right here. So like if I use precision, boom. See, I'm kind of going unconscious. I'm going mindless. You got to watch every stroke. When you watch the stroke, you can be cleaner. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, you can do it like that. But usually, if you just do the divide it, cut it in half, it's easier to cut. So you go like this. And let's go left hand now. Okay, there we go. All right, so good. So that's good. Already we are good on boiling the pumpkin. And are these the new ones or what? What's going on with these remolachis right here? They kind of look fucking effed up. Yeah. Oh shoot. ¿Están bien? No, it's just están un poco, no sé la palabra. Yeah. ¿Está bien? Okay. So yeah, they're a little soft. I think they need to go in the heladera. Remolachi. Yeah, dude. All right. So yeah, these ones, I'm gonna cook all these up too. I'm gonna wash them down a little bit as well. So your beetroot, when you get going on beetroot, you are going to get a bloody crime scene every time. So prepare for that. That's why I kind of like to do it last usually. And so just, usually the peeler works okay. Let me try the peeler. So I'm gonna put this garbage right here. Let me try the peeler. Actually, not the garbage. Let me do this. Right here. So right here. You can do this as well when you're peeling. But this is kind of not the best peeler. So a lot of times I just use the knife. Yeah, see, like it's not super smooth. This is we had one that was pretty good and it broke. And then we got this one. And it's kind of garbage. See, so I could do that. But it's just easier to let's just cut just cut like a hexagon around it. And you might lose some of your fruit. But it's just a little bit easier and it's all good. So boom, basically like that. So these are the blood. This is the blood supply of the earth right here. That's what I feel like. If you look at the beetroot, it actually improves your niacin, I believe. It's like it helps with your blood flow. Actually, it's like a natural pre-workout. It pumps you up. This stuff. So, hold on. I gotta watch what I'm doing over here. Let's be careful. You see that? We were humming right there. So we got a really healthy meal going here tonight, folks. So I'm gonna start just cutting these up so I can put it into the pan as well. But this video they got going, if you're on the Twitch stream, you can see that I'm listening to this this guy who's like a Native American, and he's playing like these flutes. They're really interesting to listen to. They're like the coolest flutes you've ever heard. So look at these. So this is pretty big chunks. You know, I'm gonna do a big chunk one, and then the other ones I'll do smaller chunks. I'll show you. So like, let's look right here. Still gotta get a little more of that fuzz off. But, okay. Now I need to, the burners are really strong, so I need to move to this central one that just goes really slow. But here, look at, so I go here, make my rings like I always do. And boom. These rings, let's make these cuts thinner. Boom, we got a lot going right there. That's enough, dude. That's more than enough, honestly. So this one's just garbage, and this one, I'll chuck this one, I guess. It's small, so. But we're getting a lot of that beetroot flavor tonight. Okay. So see how it's like a crime scene? So now what I need to do is wash off this board, and I'm gonna grab a different board. I'm gonna cut up this, what they call a selga now. A selga is a green leaf out here in Argentina, kind of like a big spinach. And so, yeah, that's what's next on the agenda here. And I'll put that right here so y'all can see it on camera. Boom. Okay. Now I'm gonna clean up this board. Alright, so we're chilling right here. We're feeling pretty good. And look at this. So now what I need to do is drain the water that was boiling the pumpkin and the batata. So I'm gonna grab that dirty pink rag. Let's set this over. Boom, 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 boom. Right there. And this is what we're gonna drain it into right there. Alright, and be really gentle. Oh shit, that's hot. Okay. Now this pot is like hot on all surfaces. It doesn't have like cold handles. So that's why I gotta use this dirty rag right here. But see that? Now I'm just gonna let that water drain out and it'll be okay. So now where I'm sitting right here, what I can do here now is I got a paper towel that I can clean up this area a little bit, my main organizing area, my streamer area. Okay, what else can we do here now? Well, I need to cut up the acelga, and also at this point now I'm gonna put the burner or turn the oven on, and I'm gonna set the oven. I'm gonna turn the oven on to just a mid temperature to warm it up. So let's see here. Yeah, start that oven. Okay. What else we got going on here? Okay, so take a look-see here. Okay. So see, now basically we just gotta get that beetroot to cook. This is all gonna be so nice. And so all I need to do is throw like, I don't know, I guess half of that technically, or less than half of the acelga. I'm gonna throw it on top and it'll all cook together basically. So a little bit of green pepper fell out right there. But we're bringing it all together, dude. Now, what I can do as well, okay, this is gonna go right here. Now, transfer So you got basically most of that water out. Okay. Transfer that all into here. And we'll just wait a little bit longer. We'll let it to cool out. And what else, man? What else, man? What else can we do here? So yeah, just let her cool down. Let's see how it looks right now. Oh yeah, I always have to peel off the skin basically of the calabaza. And what else, man? I'm just gonna clean these, get these out of there. Boom. All right, cool. We are vibing. Vibing in the house. How's Chad doing? We got a Naruto high. Hey. Yo, yo. What's good? Make sure to send any questions right now, okay? Somebody in Chinese over here? Or was that Korean? Let's listen to... What should I listen to? What's this sound like? No.
¿Sí o no?
No. No, just estás bien, eh? Yo tengo solo mi celular acá. All right. So while that cools down right here, I got my acelga leaves, and what we're gonna do is get my nice knife I just washed again. We're gonna chop off all of this stem action, throw that in the garbage, and all we're gonna use for now is we'll use these ones. Okay, so we'll save these for later, and I'm gonna wash all these now. so I've been taught out here to use your hand, wipe through them, just in case there's any dirt. And if you'll know if they're really old, they'll have bug bites all over them, or they'll be really soft and slimy, like that kind of. But that's like still okay. That's not too bad. These are some pretty fresh leaves. Some of them are pretty nice. So yeah, you just kind of get your hand in there. Open up your eyeballs. Right here. See, this is quite a bit actually. But when you cook it, it gets a lot smaller. Okay, that one's yeah, that's all good. These are fine. See, that one I'll throw out. It's good. I feel like it's good. Just find ones that are kind of weird. Chuck them, throw that one out. And same with that one. No, that one's fine. Okay. Now, see how it's all wet? It's okay. So what I want to do is I want to chop really thin, okay? I want to chop just like this, okay? Just, okay. Okay, get a good wrap with that left hand. Okay. So this is a little bit of a trick you can do. I'm going to leave it all on top, throw a cover on, and then as the humidity and it starts cooking, then it'll start shrinking, and then I can mix it around easier. So boom, that's what I just did right there. Now let's check what we got going on here. So I'm going to start peeling off any skin I don't want. I'm cool with the skin, but sometimes it ain't necessary. And all the skin from the pumpkin, calabaza. We definitely want to get that off. Okay. Good, so we got all the skin peeled off. Now I grab a fork. Grab a fork and start mixing her around. And so I think I probably could have cooked up another. This really ain't that much right here. You know what I'm saying? Because you mix her all together here. And it's like, this ain't really that much because, yeah, this ain't a whole lot. But it's all good. It'll all mix actually pretty good when I throw everything in here. Actually, I'm gonna have to transfer to a bigger bowl. Where's that one? Okay, I think we can find it. There. So we're gonna make the transfer to over here. Okay, what was it, 10, 9, 14? Yeah, so we are actually going a little slow here, but it's all good, dude. You want to do this as best you can. So yeah, just let that keep going. Try to get it embedded. This can be really green. What's that, baby? Visa. Be Visa, right? Okay. All right, so I'm taking forever right now to cook this up. It's been an hour since we started. So yeah, definitely, it's been the most peaceful gladiator music. I don't know. What should I listen to? Gustavo. Nah, I don't know. I don't really feel like listening to that techno stuff right now. Let me hit that root chakra. But yeah, dude, I'm taking forever on this right now. I'm taking a long bro time right now. But no, it's alright, dude. Like, the idea is you won't start earlier usually. So I got a little bit of a late start out of the door to the gym. But it's all good. But I'll show you right here what we got going on basically. So right there, see it? I just want that to, I just want it to cook a little bit longer. It's almost done. And I got some ground beef I'm starting up for here right now too. That was already cooked. So, because I need those protein gains, you know. Protein gains, dog, every day on my name. Come at me. Alright, so that's good now. So this is fine, but it's really hot. So what I need to do is open the window, put this on. Get it cold ASAP. Get it cold right now. Okay. So that might take, I don't know, 10 more minutes. Might be 10 more minutes until we're finally putting this tarta in the oven. And then it'll take about 15 minutes after that to cook up all the way. So what I'm gonna do as well, crack an egg right here. And you'll see why in a little bit. You'll see why in a second. So wipe your hands off here, you crack the egg. Kind of a no-brainer. So I'm gonna stir up this egg, beat it up, and it's gonna be some secret sauce you'll see here. So we want some secret sauce and some more secret sauce we want that y'all are gonna find out about. is this right here. That right there. Some butter. So let's get some butter, and let's put the butter right here. Warm that up. That's actually like wet. Fuck. It'll be all right. All right, so we're gonna mix all that basically. Actually, let's try this. Let's try to do a little switch back and forth here. Oh yeah. Okay, look, see that butter right there? That butter's heating up. God damn you, come on, bro. I just knocked it over because I was trying to do it from too far away. Sorry, I didn't knock it all over, but part of it. So now, I've only knocked over like, I don't know, 20% of it or something like that. But still, you gotta be more precise, dude. But see, you start mixing this together now, and let's now put it all together here. Okay, dude, this is gonna be delish. Oh, I need to check on this ground beef here in a sec. Here, use this. Your lips like sugar, your lips like sugar. Your candy got me sprung. Candy, remember sprung? Why was sprung was the word for horny, right, back in the day? Your lips like sugar, your candy got me sprung. No, it was a pretty like, I'm pretty sure there was a Now CD, honestly, that had I'm Sprung by T-Pain on there. I'm sprung. Okay, look right here. Boom. So now this butter secret sauce, you guys are gonna find out. Butter and egg. It's gonna look kind of crazy right now. Just bear with me. Bear with me here, Sonny. You'll see what I'm talking about in a bit here. So we're getting into the nitty gritty now in the cook show. We're getting into it pretty good here. And we're getting pretty busy, folks. So back that up a little bit. Throw the butter in the sink. Or in the sink. In the stove. And so now as I'm going, I'm trying to just relax, okay? I want to get into a parasympathetic state before I eat dinner. And that's the truth, man. Like, obviously, I can sit here and be all pumped up all day long, but you just gotta relax sometimes, dude, when you're cooking. So this looks pretty good. It's still pretty hot. Yeah, it's still pretty hot. So what time is it? 9:33. Ooh, 9:33, baby. Let's go. 9:33. Look at this nummy stuff right here. Just that nummy good stuff. Just that konnichiwa. Okay. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more time. All right, dude. Let's see what's going on with my ground beef over here. Ground beef's looking yummy. I can tell right now what I've been doing. I've been using, as I shut down or get like more quiet, I start really getting in my subconscious. I can tell like I'm using my right hand way more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I'm just going into default mode, network mode. Okay, I'm just eating some of this ground beef. Man, ground beef be smacking. Ground beef be big time smacking. Cut right here. Okay, so let's just move on here. See, it's still pretty warm. It'll be okay. It'll work. Ooh, this is a lot. Look at this tarta. All right, we're finally getting to the good part of the entire video. This is what we've all been waiting for, is making the tarta. So if I was an OG, I would have the skills to basically make the masa, the bread basically. How do we say it in English? Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. Okay. This is actually going to be delicious. This thing is huge. But my girl, she knows when I'm cooking, bro, I'm going to go all out. Like, that's basically how I do it. Now, sometimes I don't go all out. Sometimes I just do kind of my lazy recipe. Do I got any extra cheese? Ooh, I ain't got no cheese though, dog. That's all right. We don't need the cheese. So since we ain't got cheese, which if you throw some cheese slices on here, which is what most people always do, and usually I do too, but we don't have it today, and it's all right. We probably need to take a cheese break anyway. It's all good. So that's why it's important that I have the butter egg mix. So you're gonna see how that goes down right now. So let's just now what you need to do, make it round. So I just spin, make it very circular. Breathe with it. You see, so you can use some finesse if you want. Okay. Now we throw the top layer on. My lips like sugar, my lips like sugar. Candy got me sprung. There you go. Bang, bang, choo-choo train. Okay, so here we are. The most important part of the video now. So what you want to do is get your fingers, just kind of get it tapped around first. Just tap her around. You can kind of make a good, there we go. Pretty good, right? Okay, yeah, just have fun. Okay, looking pretty good. Okay, so once we get it like this, now we're going to start doing our braid. Okay, so the braid is crucial. This is where all the magic happens, right? Because you want to make sure you can contain as much sauce as you can in flavor. Boom. And all you're doing is just braiding. I go left hand, braiding. And I just go left hand. Boom. Just like that, dog. See? Boom, curl in that last part. So that looks pretty damn Gucci. Now what we're gonna do. Now what we're gonna do. See, I did a pretty good job on that. Now what we're gonna do. Here's that buttery egg mix. So we're gonna get saucy with it, dude. It's okay. It's okay. I'm throwing it in there. I'm taking my hand off, taking off the gloves, and I'm spreading it around. And it's getting everywhere, and that's okay, dude. Because this makes it really crispy and really interesting flavor. And it's just like, it's all right. Usually you don't want to get all this butter and shit on the side like I'm doing right now in the egg. So usually you want to use less sauce. But for me, why not, dude? Because usually, no matter what, you have to crack a full egg. So it's like, I might as well just bake all of it. Because sometimes you can basically just put a little bit of the egg and then throw the rest of the egg out. Or, you know, or cook the rest of the egg for something, you know. And so I'm just like, well, why not just use the full egg, and why not just throw some butter on there? So this is kind of messy. Usually you don't do it like this, but here's what's key. You got to go make some points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll go 7, 8. Okay. And you're gonna go make 1 in the middle, 9, okay, right there. Now we're gonna cook it in the oven. I'm throwing her in, 15 minutes. Now we'll put that on high heat. So, then now for me, my ground beef is really ready for me to eat. And while everything else is cooking, I'll clean up. So for the remainder of the 15-20 minutes here while it's cooking, I'll clean. And yeah, this plate I'll use for, actually let's just wait. I was gonna start eating my I was gonna put my ground beef on a plate, but that's pointless. All right, so now let's clean up. And what this means as well is that we'll come over here. Boom. And we know these are my dirty ones that I can use to just wipe up water for now. So I'm gonna leave my 2 dirty ones here. And this one I can use to dry. No, it's not really drying that well. So I'm gonna use, this one's not really the drying one. This one's more for opening up the oven. Okay, let me get, let's see here. Alright guys, so now I'm starting to feel like we definitely winded down here. My battery's only at 8% on the computer. So we're just gonna get a final wash now and just some reflections, and maybe we'll get to see the tarta ready for debut for you guys to see. That should be 8% battery. Let's see if it lasts. And just relax and just slow down, dude. There's no rush, man. Be one with cleaning, and sometimes you lose your train of thought, sometimes you lose your focus. And you just come back to both hands at the same time. Both hands at the same time. And just relax. Exhale, exhale. Okay. Okay. Now go cold mode. Get all the scraps. Now what's nice is actually I think we're out, but a lot of times if you got some vinegar or just straight up alcohol, it's really nice to just clean the surface like that. And it's just like, it's so clean, dude, when you do that. If you got some alcohol and oil. Right now, a lot of my little rags are dirty right now, so I'm using a lot of paper towels. But it's all good, man. I just gotta relax, dude. Okay, what else? What else? What else? How we doing? 3% battery. Okay, we're just about done. Nah. Here, I'm just gonna show a quick video of what the tarta looks like, and then I'm just gonna end the stream. So thanks for checking this guy out. I just wanna be down now with the stream. It's cooking right now. It's got 5-10 more minutes. It's gonna be really good. Maybe I'll take some pictures and videos to show y'all what it looks like. All right. Anyway, thank you for checking this out. If you watched at all, love, respect. Hope everything's going well, and we can just come together.